We're back, everybody, to Scrum to play through of Final Fantasy 16. We're going to make our way towards Port Solder. Sold. But try and think of how we get through. Straight ahead, Paul, is the way forwards. Man, the decimation of this place. We need to get some redemption. Got a bit of glitchiness. Straight above our sword here. Burst. A little bit obscene.
Approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Well, it might not let us. Well, here's an enemy then at some point. Buick Bridge.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah, about that. Just gonna see if there's any chests. See? 10 bloody hides. Well, go that way. There's more than 10 bloody hides. What is this? Can we see this plaque? In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. So we can't do anything about going that way.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
All right.
The gates are closed! Become!
Jesus.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Look at this place.
I'm hungry.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buet.
I've got
The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Valfenheim vibes from here. I think it's just because everyone's sat outside waiting to go in. I'm getting a lot of Final Fantasy 12 vibes from here.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Good. Let's go and kill them all. Let's take a look at the map then. Quiet Sands and the Silicon Strand. Okay, there's something here, so let's...
All right.
I say this the cooldown on this is so quick. Yeah, I'm expecting that to be a crab. Just gonna head over here because generally the way you want to go is not the way you want to go. There's nothing there, unfortunately for me. More crabs. Luckily, they do a lot of damage to my companions. See, there's always something very, very well hidden. Black blood. Gill, I guess. It's not what I was hoping for. Another village. So the Quiet Sands was really... There's going to be an enemy there. I've got something here. This is where I need to go. And then there's something to the right here. Right? No, left.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't
Crabs.
stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Don't think we can get in through here just yet.
We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Oh boy. It's like little minions I'm not massively fussed with. Bard. A few boxes wouldn't normally stop us. We've kicked
That's
through
the
more.
main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
How the hell can you tell that? So there's a port here. Sharp fangs. No, no boat. Can't really see what's over there. Right. What are we gonna have to fight now then?
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
We're gonna grab the little boat and shimmy on round.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
No.
As long as it is abandoned.
Okay. Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
It's a really, really weird way of saying Old Hill. But the gates we couldn't get into before. I need to take that marker off because it was just a big horn, not the first foe. Enter the Lazarus district. Okay, we'll go north.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
There's a chesticle though. Do you know, sometimes I've got one accessory. Luckily, this is like just a straight beeline.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
There's a way in for that gate.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Dude, I've got one ability that can wipe you all out.
Or not.
And boom. Me hitting a bloody lightning rod. Lightning rods not so grand at general day to day.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord.
Wade!
I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Jesus, Wade, thought you died. Lucky we didn't kill him. It's not like we used fire on him or anything.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant.
Expecting like an arrow through that window.
Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
You're about to die, my friend.
Yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Okay.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Take a look. There's a shop.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
That's through the gates. There you go. There he is. What do you have to sell? Sell?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Let's do this.
Will that be all? Of course, my lord.
Break. I'm okay on. Get some potions.
As you wish, my lord. Will that be all? Of course, my lord.
Desert rose. Despite this rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dalmatia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It's also said to bring good luck.
Will that be all?
Let's get like 20 of them.
Of course, my lord.
Crimson tassels. Limit break generation. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's not an increase. That's not an increase. Neither is that. Sell the valuables for 2,000 gil.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
I like their salute. It's no praise be to Yevon, but it's a good salute.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
Mm-hmm.
And so we shall.
Black or white? There's a song there somewhere. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined with various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Let's take a look. Okay, we need to go back to the bridge then.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
I'll probably chocobo this.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Cool. I like the fact that when there's sort of cutscene stuff going on, there's you slow quad, and then you get better.
Come along now.
Go on, Ambrosia.
The bastard.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I'm not going in
Straight
with
home
Ambrosia. Didn't swap my icon. I do have a surprise for them.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
You have no idea.
Die along with your flame!
No idea.
For us area!
For us area!
If I just go straight into this, right? All of your mates are literally dead.
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
I'm in a place I can't really see, so. I can't see shit.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't bear
Wow, I just sat there like I'm in the corner. I'm just gonna do my limit break. Ooh.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
Ew.
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
He sounds like the dude from Hendrick. Bring him down. Staggered.
So wait.
Found her. There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Wisp out. Getting down. You hear that distinctive chink. Oh man, this combat is just fucking on point. It's just so good. Got an Imperial link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap. Yep, done that. On close inspection, dress dragon. Yep, we've had that before. Really happy how that went out, by the way.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
No.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I like Sir Wade. Quest complete. Black or white? Up to 115 renown. And we've got a level up. I just need to make note of black or white. Magic ash and meteorite. Garbage. I wish they had more stuff. But nitpicking. Nitpicking.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
Again, reminds me of Ondor.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal obtained. You accept the burnt blade from Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Rosfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Ah, the comedy
Let's
coming
say
in.
no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Ah, the music in the background, man, so good, so good.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh, she ain't happy. She's got unfinished business behind.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Really hope he keeps his word. I quite like Jill as a character. What was sold? So we're like Are we going here? It's going to take 3 days to go here. Okay. Fair enough. Right, let's head back to the hideaway. Here be monsters. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
I need to speak to Vivian. I've got a quest here. And I've got a quest here. Let's pick them up. Any new stuff? Vivian's got some new stuff. Reading table has some new stuff. And so does the art stone. Art stone's just for the sort of dungeon that we're in. Let's speak to this guy. Kitchen hand.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Okay. Missed the prioritization of the quest, but that is fine. While we're here, we'll just get rid of this. At this moment in time, I have no inclination of doing... No. Only previously cleared stage and be awarded a score based on performance. Restrictions on level, gear, consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will be default action focused. And I also want to head to the guy over here. Plus, I wouldn't mind going to the board.
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are new billets being posted
August.
every day.
Not July.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit?
In it.
So, what do you say?
Sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right.
All right.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Blacksmith's Blues. I'm going to prioritise that one because it's a blacksmith. Right. Okay. Renowned. Let's have a look.
How may I help you today, Clive?
How may I help
Come to
you?
claim your just desserts?
Okay, so I've got a rose in rose roll, an empty shard, cleric's medallion, +1, so that's more percentage of healing. That's good. 205. What? Dire wolf chest accessory. Expand renown to unlock 350. Okay.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
And you probably don't have anything new on the board, I'd guess. No. Okay. Right then, ladies and gents, we're going to call this one an episode here. We are going to speak with Blackthorn first off, and then we'll probably go and speak to the Butcher, Arthur's Rest. Get rid of them side quests before we speak to Vivian over here. But please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That really does help me out. So there'll be some more Final Fantasy 16 coming your way shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.